The Celebrity Quick Chat with Akol Santie on EquatoriaTv.
Yeah, actually, my work, I'm a promoter, promoting talent in South Sudan. And mostly those days we are concentrating in musical promotion. We do promote artists, especially upcoming artists, and even those artists who is already in the field of music. So generally, we support talent. Yeah, actually, it's back 2015. That was my first move. I organized a show in Bros. If I'm remembering, in Bros, there is a upcoming artist called Joseph. So that show, I was having Joseph and Quincy, then WJ the King. In that very show, that is the time when Quincy was the guest artist, but unfortunately she did not turn up for the show due to some inconvenience. Then the show went on. From there, I stopped due to some of his studies challenges, and I went out of the country. Then when I'm back last year by 2001, I started organizing some shows in Juba. Then the first kick I started was with John Frog. Since I grew up, I'm a choir member in All Saints Church, and I used to sing in the church. So singing or music is part of me, and I have seen in our country and in our community there is a lot of talented youth in singing, but also I have seen that they don't have financial that can push them ahead. So I decided to be a promoter, to promote them, to support them in other way, so they can also inspire others with their music. My promotional company is Dream Hope Entertainment. Actually, if you are doing something, you have your own vision, and all those companies in the country or promotion individual or companies, they have their own mission and vision. And when you ever concentrated on what you are doing, I'm sure you will achieve what's your goals. So as a Dream Hub company, we have our mission and vision, and that's why in all the teams that are in Dream, we are doing our best to achieve what mission and goals we have. There is so many challenges we are facing. Most of it you can say about coordinating with the artists. You know, sometimes it's hard because some people do not understand exactly what is a promotion or how when someone starts something. Like in South Sudan, you find most of the artists that we are having, I got a lot of challenges with them due to the management and arranging of things. Sometimes you can have a plan to do something, people will not show up, or the artist cannot show up on the show. So those are some of the challenges that I'm facing. Actually, it's happened, like for me it's 2 times it's happened, but what I do after, we need to sit down with the artist, then we need to have another agreement, so each parties can be abide by that agreement. Like if we agree that we're going to have show in a certain place at this time, we're going to be there, so you need to keep that time. So it's a challenging, but we're able to manage it through dialogue and talk. Yeah, one of the most successful show I have ever organized is for John Frog in India. It was really perfect, and I didn't expect that the turn up will be like that for the show, because we had two shows in India, one in Ludhiana and the other one in New Delhi. So the turn up was really very good, because John is not just for South Sudanese, because he has collabo with several international artists like Harmonize and all the people there in India. Like we have people from Ghana, Tanzania, Rwanda, all of them come and turn up for the show. So the show was really very successful, and I'm happy. That was the experience that I'm really happy that we have been together with John. What I believe is that a promoter needs to have a target, a clear target. What is your aim? And another thing, that a good promoter, you don't have to look to this work as a business, because if you put business mind there, you want to own something, that's you're going to be in a big problem. Because if you start with that mind that you want to own behind the artist, or you want to get rich behind the artist, then you're going to have problems. But you put it as a promoter, you're supporting the artist first of all, and then you try to entertain people. No matter what the outcome, the show may flop. And if you're really not consistent and you don't have plan, you don't have vision, if two shows flops, you say, I'm done with this business because I'm not getting anything. So you need to be someone that can support and help no matter what happens, but you are there to support and to raise the artists. Music in South Sudan, we are facing a lot of challenges, and I can see that. And if I can refer those challenges, it can be the responsibility of South Sudan Artists Union. They really need to do something about our current situation of music in the country. Like Artists Union should really put more effort in organizing our artists. There should be rules in this field. Let us not just leave it open like this. Anyone want to record music, you can run to any studio and record music. No matter what this music is, the music will come out to the audience. And at the end of the day, people will criticize us that we South Sudanese, we don't have good music. So for us to have good music, there should be regulation. We need to regulate the way studios operate in this country. We need to regulate how the artists should be operate in this country. Like a simple thing, as an artist union, you can issue a license to an artist. Like the artist without license, you're not allowed to do any public show. You're not allowed to record. Even the studios that did not register with the artist union will not record any song in the country. So with that, I know some people will criticize what I'm saying, but in most of the countries, that's how they are doing. Because for you to regulate something, you need to have rules and regulations. If you don't have rules and regulations, then things will just fall apart. And that is what we're having now in our industry. You'll find so many songs that doesn't have meaning even. And at the end of the day, they can mention the artists, yes, but they're gonna mention South Sudanese. That our music is really nothing. As I have mentioned, is that issuing the artist with a license. Any artist want to operate in South Sudan should be having a license of operation. Any recording studio should be having a license of recording. Then, after that, if anyone violates it, there should be law and rules that can guide us. So, without rules of law, things will not work. I know it's going to be hard for some of the upcoming artists who want to show their talent, but yes, we allow you to show your talent, but in a way that can benefit others. Like even the wording of the song is very important. You cannot just wake up in the morning and put words that like can affect someone, can create problem, can bring issues. So we need to regulate these things for us to be in the right channel. There is a lot of hope, but if we did not put all what I have mentioned or others in practical, there will be no change. And most importantly, as I put it, it's each one's responsibility. We need to really put our hands together as the Ministry of Youth, Culture and Heritage. They need to organize a way that we are having a strong union that can guide and rule the music in this country. Then we should be having a promoters like me who are ready to support the artists, are ready to push the music to another level. So if all of us we combine together, put our hand together, I'm sure our music is gonna change after these 5 years that you have mentioned. But if we did not, we are gonna remain the same. We have come long away since 2011 up to now. There is no tangible change. Yes, there is something going on that you can have hope, but there is some tools and laws we need to put in place. Without those laws, we will not go anywhere. Yes, there is so many artists that inspired me in this industry, and if I were to name them, surely I'm going to start with John Frog. He's one of the artists that he has a vision, and I'm sure the way he's going, if he continue, is going to be someone in the future. Then the other artist also inspired me in this country is none other than Single D. Single D, from beginning, from day one, I knew this guy is really talented. The way he is releasing the music that he is producing is really amazing, and I'm sure this guy is going to be someone in the near future. Then if I were to mention in the ladies field also, I cannot forget Lady Kola. Lady Kola also is someone that has a good music. So those are, I think, the three artists that they really can show something that South Sudan having people who are talented and people who can really give out there. Yeah, I think advice for these three artists, let me start with John Frog. My advice is that John Frog, you're doing great, and I'm just wish if you can really do one thing that is very important that can really change what you are doing, is you need really to work hard in the music that you're producing. Yes, Gondo was a hit, and Action and Energy was a hit also. Then not forgetting Beledi. And what I'm seeing in you, that try to do for us something very strong like Action and Energy or Gondo, but that cannot happen unless if you sit down like the way John is releasing the music. You know, for the last 1 year I've been monitoring him. He released like 4 music or 4, yeah. So I wish if you can really work hard on the music that you're doing, like if you can just do something for 6 months even, then you bring a hit song in even 1 year, that will be really very strong. So you need to work on your music, and people are waiting more from you. And for my brother Single D, Focus is the hit now, and everybody really happy with Focus. I wish the next music that is coming is going to be stronger than Focus. So also you take your time, don't be in a hurry, do your music. When you are producing it, then you make sure that you are bringing something that can inspire everyone. Lady Caller needs a bit of management. Yeah, she has a talent, but she needs a management that can really guide her what to do, what to say. So Lady Caller is good, but she needs a strong management that can really manage her work. Yeah. Yeah, one of the mistakes I'm seeing is that when a promoter went to artists that I want to organize for you a show, rather I may say it's an artist or it's a manager, because mostly we are dealing with the managers. So sometimes the managers are really hard on the agreement. They are really sticking on so many things that even you cannot imagine that we're going to achieve this. Like for instance, once I was having a show in Torit, and then I met the artist. The artist tell me that, now Robert, okay, I can go with you to Torit, and then he tells me that he's having like 15 dancers that he need to take them with him, and then he need like 5 bonsas. Then he's having like 2 management of his team, and then he has like a cameraman. The people, when I count the people, they are like 22 people. We need to take them to Torit. I tell him, my brother, 22 people, we're going to Torit. Are we going to fight in Torit there, or what are we going to do in Torit? So it's really hard to tell me, let me take 22 people to Torit, okay? Their transportation, their feeding, accommodation, all these things. And a show in Torit, how much are we charging the people per show in Torit? 1,000, 3,000. So did you think we're going to make all this money, or we're just going to waste money there? So it's really important for the artists. Let them also think reasonably when we're having a deal. Let him look on the both side, not just he look on his side. Like artists will tell you, okay, give me my money cash from here before I move. So he just need to make sure that he's fine with this show. He forget about you as a promoter. If you get something, you don't get something, it's none of my business. So this thing is a collaboration, and we're working together. For us to work together, we need to have good understanding and good planning for what we are having. So don't just look unto yourself, but also look unto the person who are taking you there. What is he going to get at the end of the day behind all what we are doing? So it's really a call upon the management of the artist. The thing is that we need to cooperate. We need to work together to push this industry. We did not reach the level of Davido, the level of Fally Ipupa. We are still starting. So as we're starting, let us work together, put our hand together to produce something good for South Sudan. Upcoming promoters, what I'm going to tell them is that, in this field we are doing in our country, especially South Sudan, whereby we're being influenced with so many things. When you want to be a good promoter, please try to promote South Sudanese music. Try to be there for everyone. Don't be promoting people of your tribe or your clan, or the people that like the small group that you belong to, but you try to be someone who is promoting South Sudan music. With this, people will love you, and you will enter people's heart, and you'll do something good for this nation. But if you squeeze yourself to be with a specific group, you're not gonna do something much for our country. So you need to be someone that is promoting the music of South Sudan. And don't put money as number one in your business. Yes, money is okay, but don't put it number one. A show can flop, but never ever give up. Try to sit down and have a good planning with your team, then you do it again. I'm sure you're going to succeed. Yes, sir. My last message is like also news for all the upcoming artists, especially in South Sudan, because we promoters, we support to concentrate on the upcoming artists, and that's what Dream Hope is Entertainment is doing. For the next few months, 3 months to come, we're going to have a talent show. This talent show is made specifically for the upcoming artists. We want to raise the stars. We want to raise someone like John Frog. We want to raise someone like Lady Paula from the upcoming artists. So please, if you know yourself, you can sing. Just you follow promoter Roberto page. We're going to announce it very soon. The registration of talent show, whereby we need to support the upcoming artists. We need to produce new star in South Sudan. So that is what is going to come. And my other message for the artists and my colleagues who are promoters, let us try to work for South Sudan. And if we are working together, I'm sure we're going to achieve a lot of things. Artists, whenever you're doing your music, try to know that this music is for South Sudan. This music cannot harm other group that we are having in our country. And when we are working, let us put our vision or plan that we need this industry to be in another level. We can see our neighboring Uganda and Kenya and Nigeria, how are they doing in music. Why don't we also in South Sudan, we have artists that can represent us in the international arena. So with doing that, we are going to achieve the goal that we need to see South Sudan music in another level in 3 or 5 years to come. Thank you very much.
Tune into EquatoriaTv for more on Celebrity Quick Chat and learn more about your celebrities.